As you can see, I'm just kind of going back over, making sure that everything is nicely snugged up one last time. Alright, so now there we go. The PhatBlox are installed. The next piece that we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and put the cabling system in. So we're going to take the board, take our cable, unloop it so it comes out nice and straight, and feed each one of those ends through the hole that's inside the PhatBlox. PhatBlox comes with a washer and a nut, so we're going to put a washer on the end, and I'm holding the cable here, and then we're just kind of threading on that nut. Okay, just finger tight. Then let's go ahead and put the one on the other end. And you'll notice the cable is pretty loose. That won't take too long to fix, but that's the basis here, is we just want to get everything finger tight. Next thing is taking the 1/8 inch Allen wrench, and in the side of the PhatBlox is a set screw. We want to bring that set screw down a little bit snug, and you'll see that I'm trying to twist the cable. We're just trying to make sure that that set screw stops the cable from spinning, but still lets the cable slide back and forth through the trucks. We'll do the same thing on the front one. Again, we're just going to bring that set screw down so it's kind of snug, and it just prevents the cable from spinning. And remember where that set screw is, because we're going to be using it again. So there we go. Now we're actually ready to apply some tension to the cable. This is a 7/16 inch open end wrench. Again, I go back to my concept of some people might want to use power tools, but I kind of like to feel this process as it goes. So I'm going to realign myself here, get myself started. The first time you take this nut through the threads, that's when that nylon lock piece gets cut. So it's a little difficult to get it started, but once you get going, it moves right along. I also like to count my turns and try to make things fairly even on both ends. If I do 10 half turns on this side, well, you'll see here that I was starting to spin the cable, so I'm just snugging it up a little bit more. A few little adjustments. Now go ahead and do the other end to try and keep things a little even. Remember, I've already set that set screw. But chances are, as things move along, I'll have to do the set screw again. I don't know if you can really see it or not in this video, but the cable is starting to tension up right about now. And you'll see I can kind of strum it like a guitar string, but we're going to make it kind of tight because I'm a pretty big guy and I don't want this board to flex too much. The tighter it gets, the more twisty it gets. Therefore, I'm going to set up the set screw a little tighter, again to prevent that cable from spinning as I tighten down. Let's remember that we're going to tighten these, and we're also going to loosen these based on what kind of style we're going to ride. I tend to pluck that cable, not like a guitar or anything like that. Some people tell me that it's funny, maybe I'm waiting for a specific note to come out, but that's not the truth. Take a look here. Now the board is no longer flat. It's actually bowed up in the center. So as I tighten, it pulls the ends off the workbench. You can actually see that the board is bending in the opposite direction. It's not flexing down, it's flexing up. that's pretty much it. We're going to go ahead and apply the set screw one more time. This time I'm kind of snugging up the set screw because I don't really want things to move around. PhatBlox are now installed. Cable's taut. Press down on it. You might hear the trucks move a little bit because this point, it's really kind of pulling on those trucks. And you may want to go back at this point after you press on it a few times just to make sure those bolts are tight for the trucks. Spinning here. I'm going to get the wrench and make sure that I hold it in place. I really do enjoy putting these together where we do not scratch up the trucks and the deck and the artwork or anything of that nature. Let's try not to forget any screws. Make sure that we test every screw to make sure it's tight. Don't want any failure points. Now this board that we're doing right now is a Sector 9 48-inch pintail board. Brand new board, straight off the shelf. So at this particular point, I'm building this for a customer who wanted us to install the PhatBlox for him and send him the board. So we're going to collect and keep all the parts. We'll ship those to him as well. This guy ordered a custom board. We built it for him. Now I'm going to go ahead and find a PhatBlox label to put on the bottom of this board. Okay, got the sticker, ready to go. Again, this was a board made for a customer directly. So I'm going to go ahead and put a PhatBlox sticker on there. And to personalize it a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and sign that sticker. I built that board for him. Take one last little note to let you know all the parts that you see on PhatBlox are made in the U.S. Nothing is brought in. Everything that you have seen here is warranted. Check our website for all the specifications. Thank you very much, and please ride safe.